Hey guys, just a quick commentary. I just want to point out that programming languages are not religion. They're just tools. Same thing goes for frameworks. So just because you use Python and somebody uses C#, the C# people are not your enemies, and vice versa. The only people you should be concerned about are the Ruby people. They're your enemies. Okay, I'm just joking about the Ruby people. The point is don't get caught up with these stupid language wars. It's like arguing over who's the better band. I remember when I was in high school, we used to argue, who's better? Is Led Zeppelin better or is it Deep Purple? And these stupid arguments that have no bearing. You know, they're not really important. Experienced developers know that every language has its place, and you use the right language, aka tool. Languages are just tools. Use the right language for the right job, and you move on. So just because somebody else is using a different language from you or a different database from you, they're not criticizing the one you're using. It just happens that for their particular circumstance, that language that they're using, or that database, or that framework that they're using, is what they need. It could also be personal taste, you know. I like pizza that's all dressed, and I have another friend who likes plain pizza, and I don't get into huge debates and arguments, and I don't take it personal that he prefers the plain cheese pizza, and I kind of prefer an all dressed pizza. You know, it doesn't matter. Who cares? I'm bringing this up because I was watching these videos on YouTube, these crazy vegans, and they're very militant, and they're attacking non-vegans, or they attack people who tried to go vegan, but for health reasons they got off of veganism. And the vegans, they get really angry. They take it very personal about what other people are doing. Now, the vegans couch it in ethics, ethical treatment of animals and so forth, and there's something to be said about that in terms of animals, but unfortunately, our bodies, I think, are adapted to eating meat to a certain extent. They would argue otherwise, but except a lot of people get sick. Not everybody. Some people can survive that way. Some people can't. Some people are allergic to peanuts, and some people aren't. Right? Some people are allergic to eggs. Some people aren't. So everybody's a little bit different. Let me remind them of vegans. If anybody who's vegan here, hey, if you're vegan, fantastic. Have at it. That's cool. That's great. And in a perfect world, animals would not be eaten by other animals, and we wouldn't be eating animals, and they wouldn't eat us. But let me tell you, a lot of these animals, if they could, they would eat us. Trust me. Watch those chickens. Those chickens, they go ape. I was going to say ape something, but they go brutal. You ever see a chicken go at a worm? Not pretty, man. So when you're eating the chicken and you're worried about the ethical treatment of a chicken, don't forget these chickens, they would take you out pretty fast if they could. Pretty fast. Or tuna. I like my tuna, spicy tuna for my sushi. Those tuna, if they could eat you, trust me, they would eat you without even thinking about it. So anyway, back to programming. Don't be a language zealot. If you are a language zealot, yeah, you can have your favorite language. That's cool. That's fine. Everybody's got their favorite language. Everybody's got their favorite movie. Everybody's got their favorite whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, it's just a programming language, just a tool. And if you are a language zealot and you feel compelled to have to defend your choice of technology, that just tells me you're a beginner, or, you know, an intermediate level software developer. When you become advanced, a true expert, a true software developer, you'll realize that these language wars are kind of silly. Same thing with operating systems. You know, the operating systems, they all have their pros and cons. Use whichever one is good for you. Sometimes Mac OS is better. Sometimes Windows is better, depending on what you need to do. Anyway, that's it for this philosophical vlog. What do I got? I got 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Just in case you're wondering, I'm recording this on my Pixel because I was too lazy to bring out my GoPro. I had to press the button, then I had to go like this. So this is easier. Okay, I'm just kidding. I don't know why. I just felt like recording on the Pixel now. That's about it. So little health tip: if you haven't done your working out today, at least every 2 days do some working out. Very important. You should consider working out to be as important as any other function in your life, because without a healthy body you can't have a healthy mind, which prevents you from being able to think at your optimum levels. And when you work out on a regular basis, don't kill yourself. Just moderate exercise. It pays off dividends like money in the bank, especially as you get older. You're going to have much less problems, health problems, less mental problems. So yeah, work out. I just want to quickly comment about working out. One of the things I suggest that you do is you vary what you do for exercise every time you go, to a certain extent. Exercise gets boring if you're doing the exact same thing over and over again. So if you decide you're going to go do spinning class, if you're just spinning every day, it's boring. Change it up. Try different things. It's good for your body. It's also good for your mind. So for example, I go to my gym. My gym has all kinds of facilities. I'm kind of lucky that way. So I have my set routines. I do bench press, I do chin-ups, I do dumbbell push-up, pull-up, what are they called, presses, a few other things. But then I interweave with this regular stuff unusual things. Like they got these CrossFit tools like tires, these giant tractor tires. And for whatever reasons, I love pitching those around. So I pick them up and I throw them and I just toss them over. And then they got these long ropes and these huge ropes, and you smack the ropes like this. And then other stuff. I do handstands. I'll mix it up. Like yesterday, they have a track, an indoor track. So I sprinted, I guess it was 800 meters, which I don't do all the time. But I find that when you do different exercise, you mix up the exercising, you add some variety to it, it makes it more fun, it makes it much more interesting. And in fact, it's better for your body. It stimulates the body, and so you're going to get better results, and it's just much more fun. So whenever I go to the gym, I try different things. That's why in my Studio Web code courses, I introduce some different angles, different views. I bring in comedy, especially in the quizzing. I just try to mix it up to stimulate the brain, to stimulate the mind. That's one of the reasons I film in different locations. It just makes it more interesting. Sometimes I'll film with this camera here, which is my Pixel. Sometimes I'll use this thing. Sometimes I use my cinema camera. Sometimes I use my other camera. And part of it is to keep me interested, and a part of it is to keep you guys interested, so you get a different look. It's always good to get a different look, and you got to entertain your body as well. You got to entertain it by introducing your body to different types of activity. Trust me, it will go a long way to making regular exercise much more enjoyable and sticky. All right, that's it, y'all.